All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
This is the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Good morning. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband, fellow realtor.
Good morning, Jackie. How are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Very good.
We have with us folks from NeighborWorks Northeast PA. We have Gerard Hetman, Community Development Specialist, Tim Schwartz, Volunteer Coordinator. Good morning.
Great to be with you, Jack.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Gerard, you're 2 weeks in a row, so thank you so much.
Thanks for having me back.
We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we talk real estate. We have a full-time real estate office with many relentless realtors who've been guiding, assisting, and advising clients in real estate matters for 50-plus years.
During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com. Or you can give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab and get a live view of Dunmore Corners and see what's going on.
Look us up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest. View our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly jruddy.com, jruddy.com. And on that radio tab are all the featured podcast apps that we have our radio show on. So if you miss the shows on the weekend, you can always run over to the podcast and listen to that wherever you're going in life.
But you don't have to really run.
No. Okay, right. You don't have to do that. Gerard Hetman, Community Development Specialist at NeighborWorks Northeast PA. Can you tell me a little bit about NeighborWorks Northeast PA, what you do and how you do it, please?
Sure, Jackie. So NeighborWorks, we are now celebrating our 41st year of operations here in Scranton and the surrounding area in Lackawanna County and a little bit beyond. So our organization started out among a consortium of local banks that were looking to provide financing for home improvements for homeowners in Scranton. And we've just expanded from there, always kept that core mission of improving neighborhoods, revitalizing neighborhoods through quality housing and financial guidance, and also hands-on service opportunities, which we'll see here with City Pride. So our operations fall into three main areas, one of which is home ownership and financial services. So we provide home ownership counseling and financial coaching to folks who are often looking to buy their first home. And we've got a variety of other programs we administer through that avenue. We also have aging in place services, where we help make modifications to the homes of older adults to help them stay in their homes and continue to live functionally as they get older. So those are things like bathroom modifications, grab bars. Really, it depends on the home and the senior. We have occupational therapists that go out and do assessments and professional contractors that go out and do the modifications to help folks, again, stay safe and live in their homes as they get older. And then also what City Pride falls into mostly is neighborhood revitalization services. So we do improvement planning, including our West Scranton Neighborhood Plan, which is a really exciting endeavor. We've seen some implementation phases to make the West Scranton neighborhood better happen with that already, and many more coming in what's really a ground-up grassroots community planning and improvement initiative. We've also got our Beautiful Blocks program, which is a matching grant program for residents of the city of Scranton and the city of Carbondale to help groups of residents complete exterior improvements to there's lots of other stuff, too, and we're always interested in partnering and doing what we can. So we always look at any opportunity to improve the community, and City Pride really falls right into that lineup. It's a great partnership with Scranton Tomorrow, and Tim can tell us a little bit more about some of the projects we did last year, really with the first run of this partnership, and lots more planned for this year.
Well, last week we had Steve Ward, the Downtown Safe, Clean, and Green Ambassador Team Leader for Scranton Tomorrow, who talked a lot about the downtown Scranton. And we did talk about City Pride, but Tim, I'm interested. Tim Schwartz, Volunteer Coordinator at NeighborWorks Northeast PA. I'm interested to hear about you and City Pride and your efforts, please.
Sure. It's a pleasure to be here, and thanks for having me. City Pride is an opportunity, in my mind, for us as a city to take pride in what we do and who we are and how we live. In my own heart, in my own person, I don't want to live in a city with trash all over the place. I don't want to live in a city that looks drab and looks like nobody cares about it. And City Pride is an opportunity for us to say, I want to live in the city that I want to live in. You know, I want to take some time to clean up my block. I want to take some time to plant flowers around my house or in my neighborhood so that when I'm driving through or walking through, I feel good about where I live. It's an opportunity for us as a city to come together and clean up the city, to come together and provide opportunities to say I'm not okay with where I live right at the moment. I want to clean up my area so that other people see how much we all take pride in being Scrantonians.
So you do rely on volunteers, and there's so many ways to participate in Scranton City Pride. And I know you encourage people of all ages, different organizations, businesses, and individuals are all welcome to register, right? So let's talk about that.
Yes. If you're interested in helping out, you can go to ScrantonCityPride.com to register and get more information. But we do invite people of all ages. My 3 kids who are 11, 9, and 6, they can walk with me down our street and help pick up trash. We're asking businesses to join us and help clean the areas around their businesses or plant a flower garden right near them. And we're asking institutions in the cities, the school district, larger businesses, businesses with resources to invest in your city by cleaning up, by doing service projects, by doing beautification projects right around where you're located. In order that, as thinking about all the other people around, that you can think about them as they pass your business, as they pass your house, as they're walking their dog, as they're part of this city. We're asking everybody to take part, from the youngest to the oldest. In
conjunction with National NeighborWorks Week, cleanups and plantings will be held in neighborhoods, parks, and business districts throughout Scranton from June 5th to 12th?
It's the first week of June, yes, Jack.
Yeah, June 4th through 11th this year.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So from June 4th to the 11th. All right.
And Jackie, that's our contribution to National NeighborWorks Week. So as members of NeighborWorks America, we are one of approximately 250 community development organizations across the United States, in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and Puerto Rico. So that week in early June, every organization typically plans some type of program or activity to make their community a better place. It's supposed to be a community-involved, kind of a comprehensive, effort, and that's really City Pride is a great fit for what we try to do during that week.
But people can do this anytime, right? So they don't have to wait for that week. But so as a community, they come together. And what are the types of projects?
We've been asking for cleanup projects. One day that week, on Thursday that week, we're pushing people to clean up the alley closest to their house. Most of the neighborhoods in Scranton have an alley, and sometimes alleys are neglected. And so we're inviting people to clean up the alley on the Thursday of that week, which is the 9th, which I think is a great project because I'm the president of the Hill Neighborhood Association, and many times I hear people saying, who's going to take care of the alley? Who plows the alley? There's so much trash in the alley, things like that. And it'd be a good day to take care of an alley, the alley closest to you, instead of, just hoping somebody else does it. We're asking for projects like that. Last year we had teams in many different parks around the city. Weston Field had a team from one of the local businesses that repainted the fence and cleaned up the field. Robinson Park on East Mountain, there was a team there from the East Mountain Neighborhood Association that planted flowers and cleaned that up. And Connell Park in South Scranton, there's a team from a local business that did incredible work there in cleaning out brush and cleaning up the field as well. We're asking neighborhood associations to do cleanups or push the residents in their neighborhood to plant flowers, to work in the local parks. I've been in contact with the people at Naog Park, and there's always plenty of work to do there to clean up trails and to paint and things like that. And as you probably know, there's a lot of work happening at Naog Park that we could be a part of during City Pride Week. And then just downtown, Scranton Tomorrow is taking care of a lot of planning downtown in the big planters, on the islands on Mulberry Street, and things like that. There's many, many opportunities that the more we talk about it, the more creative we can be. We're asking people to serve their city in different ways, and I don't think we're going to say, no, you can't serve during City Pride. But as creative as we can be, we're hoping people will take that week to be intentional in investing in this city and in their neighborhoods.
And you guys provide the work gloves and trash bags.
Yes, we do.
All right.
We want to do whatever we can to help out and help projects happen.
Okay, great stuff. With us today is Gerard Hetman, Community Development Specialist, Tim Schwartz, Volunteer Coordinator, both with NeighborWorks Northeast PA. We're selling our listings as quick as we're getting them signed on. So we get them signed on, and in just a couple of days, they're gone.
That's right.
And at this time, we usually talk about a listing or two, right?
We don't have any.
We don't have any because we're selling.
We don't have any. You want to sell a house? Come on, we can list it.
Yeah, really. So, guys, before you leave, you're listing your house.
That's right.
Okay.
That's it. Just sign this paper right here. Don't even read it. Don't worry about it.
We'll
That's
take
fine.
good care of you. All right. So we have some pre-approved buyers. I have Kristen Barone, realtor with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. She is a pre-approved buyer looking in Dunmore, any style of home, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, up to $250,000. They can actually go higher. She also has a pre-approved buyer for Dunmore, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, any style, up to $300,000. So if you have a home that fits that description, please give us a call. We just may have that buyer for you. Marie Ann Duffy Mates, realtor with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, also has a pre-approved buyer looking in the $180,000 to $220,000 range, multi-unit dwelling, Dunmore Riverside school districts, and is pre-approved conventional. So again, if you have a property that fits that description, please give us a call because we just might have that buyer for you. We need listings.
Yes, we need listings. I was reading an article, and everybody knows that interest rates are going up. They're going up and up and up. And people say, well, all of a sudden the bottom is going to fall out of the market because rates have gone up. But rates are just where they were 10 years ago when we purchased our house. I mean, they're not really high. They say, from the article I read, says when rates go over 7%, that's when they think it's going to negatively affect the market. But we're not even close to that yet. So things are still going really strong.
Right. And last week at the end of our show, we were talking about bidding wars and what that means. And that's when there's multiple buyers.
Right. But if I'm your realtor, right? Say, I'm going to show you this house. Okay, we're looking at this house. And I tell you that there's multiple offers on it. You're saying, that's just a tactic he's using to up his commission. No, it's not. It's the way it is. Go ahead. The stories you were telling.
Well, yeah. So we're losing out because our buyers are going well over the price, but we're losing out because of other buyers waiving inspections. And so people are going in. They're going in strong. And the less amount of contingencies in an agreement of sale. I mean, really, when you think about it, could you blame a seller?
Absolutely not.
Could you, obviously, cash, no inspections, close in 2 weeks or 3 weeks if they're already out of the property, a heavy deposit money. I mean, there's so many different ways to make your offer exceptional. There are people in other areas I was reading about giving season tickets to baseball games, like as an incentive. Like a buyer's just throwing everything in, their firstborn, their cats, their dogs, whatever. But I mean, in all seriousness, the Eastern Washington city of Spokane saw the highest rate of bidding wars, and that's according to Redfin. In January, 83% of the home sales involved in Spokane were multiple competing offers. So where else are we seeing the most multiple offers, bidding war situations? Number 2, Sacramento, California. 3 Seattle, 4 Dallas, 5 San Francisco, San Jose, 6 Denver, 7 Austin, Texas, 8 Virginia Beach, 9 Raleigh, 10 Boston. Didn't someone say they're from the Boston area?
Yeah, the guy last week. Yeah, Steve.
Yes, Steve said he was from Boston. 11 Salt Lake City, 12 Portland, Oregon, 13 Colorado Springs, 14 San Diego, 15 Philadelphia. There you go. We have 2 people that represent Philadelphia here, our producer and Tim. All right. We're headed towards a break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. We'll be right back on 94.3 FM The Talker.
Who are Century 21 agents? They're high-tech gizmo-packing problem solvers with an appetite for getting things done. They know the best places to buy a home, to sell a home, and to find antiques, if you're into that kind of thing. They're weatherproof, foolproof, and proof positive that smart people doing good work can make big things happen for great folks like you. Oh, and there's one nearby. This is who they are. This is what they do. Century 21 agents. Smarter, bolder, faster. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Hi, this is Jackie Ruddy from Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Is real estate on your mind? It's on ours 24/7. Whether you're buying, selling, investing, or in need of an appraisal, you have questions, we have answers.
Thinking of buying or selling a house and have questions? Tune in to the Real Estate Roundtable hosted by locally owned and operated Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on Saturday mornings at 11 and Sunday mornings at 11:30.
Call 570-344-6724 or visit jruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com. We're back with more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with Pat Devaney, my husband and fellow realtor.
And we're back.
We are with NeighborWorks NEPA. We have Gerard Hetman, Community Development Specialist, Tim Schwartz, Volunteer Coordinator. We're talking about City Pride, and all they got good stuff going on in the city of Scranton. Before we dive back into our discussion, gentlemen, we were talking before the break about how we need listings. We really, really need properties, homes to sell, residential, single family, multifamily, whatever you have out there. We're game. But so according to a recent survey, there are more younger sellers planning to list soon. I hope so. And 44% of them are Generation Z homeowners, 36% are millennial homeowners, and they expect to list their home in the next year. 48% of respondents said they think more highly of a realtor if they have a strong social media presence. So these groups want social media presence, while millennials...
Is that me? Am I a millennial?
Once again, are leading the generations at 65% want the realtor to engage in social media, while baby boomers were most likely to think this was
I'm a boomer.
not
That's right.
as
I'm a boomer.
important.
I'm not a millennial. I'm a boomer.
Well, as your son says, boomer.
That's right. So I think
Boomer.
it's derogatory. I could be
All
wrong.
right.
I don't know.
But there's all this study, the survey also talks about how to boost your home's value before you put it on the market. And this is the interesting thing. There are a few features you can update or add to increase value. What are they?
Get a home inspection before you sell the house?
No.
No?
The number one enhancer of value, you're never going to believe this, a pot filler in the kitchen.
A what?
I knew you were going to say that. Yes. DC knew. Over the stove, it's that faucet so you can fill the your pot. If you know,
Like
you
the
can,
one I see in a Chinese restaurant?
Yes, that's the one. That's the number one thing to do to enhance appeal in the kitchen and add value. In the bathroom, it's a dual sink vanity, or you can add a fireplace in the living room. Have a bathroom adjoining the master bedroom. An outdoor kitchen is in, and it's where it's at these days. People want outdoor kitchens.
But it's wintertime, 6 months out of the year up here.
Other features that buyers want include pendant lighting, under cabinet lighting, barn doors, a butcher block in the kitchen, and quartz countertop.
All right, so we have some of those.
All right. Now, I figured you were going to say a garage.
I was going to.
Because that's your standard go-to answer,
Garage,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
garage.
The garage gives the biggest property boost in New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, Jersey City, and in New York.
Yeah, well, I grew up in New York, and nobody had a garage. Nobody.
It's the most
They said I had garage envy when I was growing up.
It is the most profitable feature to have in those areas. That's just it. So, okay. Gerard Hetman, Community Development Specialist, Tim Schwartz, Volunteer Coordinator. We're talking about City Pride. What are some beautification projects for homeowners to concentrate on?
I would say there's a bunch of beautification projects. First, I would invite people to look at their own lawns and they're right around their house. Are there things that need to be twigs that need to be picked up in the yard? Are there ways that you can improve or mow or improve the grass in your yard? I know that my yard has big patches of brown mud in it that 2 years ago we had a big dip in the middle of the yard, a big hole in the middle of the yard that last year we filled in with dirt and then had to reseed it. I think there's also some things with after a really long winter, I would consider looking out into the street of all the cinders that are sitting around after DPW has salted the street. So during the icy days, it would be good to get a broom and clean up those cinders. I think of other places where I walk in my neighborhood and where people have not raked their leaves or left their leaves next to the sidewalk. Those leaves have been matted down, and it'd be good to clean up the leaves right outside in the street that are mostly dead and just big brown patches. That'd be a good project for City Pride Week as well. I would look at the porch on our house, and does it need to be painted? Is it broken down? Can it be fixed? Then I would also look at our gardens. How much attention have I given to my garden? I have great hopes in the beginning of the spring and in the beginning of the summer. And those hopes fade throughout the rest of the summer and the rest of the spring. And do I need to give some attention to my garden and plan out where I can plant flowers, what types of flowers in order to beautify the front of my house? Those, I think, are some good things for us to look at. I would look at the porch and the light bulbs on the porch so that, I can see at night getting into my house. I think things like that help my house look good and give me a little bit more pride in where I live.
Something as simple as a mailbox, too. Mm-hmm. Having the mailbox visible and in good condition.
Yeah, I think good condition's a good way to say it as
yeah,
well. Yes.
Yeah, okay. It can be very inviting. Mm-hmm. Okay, another day, another study where Pennsylvania is ranked among the best. This time, a city in Pennsylvania has been deemed the 5th best spot for pizza in the country. Now, this is from a website called Anytime Estimate.
Is that the pizza with American cheese on it?
It took into account the 50 most populous U.S. metro areas before grading them on a 100-point scale filled with metrics all about pizza.
Pizza.
All right. So, you're going to get, what are you going to guess? Based on all of that, the study found that which city was
Old Forge.
I knew you were going to guess that, but that's incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good, because I don't like that pizza.
Old Forge would not be considered one of the most populous cities in the state.
Oh, populous.
All right.
I thought you
Okay.
said popular for pizza.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let that slide. It's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was the 5th best place in the whole US of A to grab a slice. Detroit, believe it or not, is the number 1 spot. Philadelphia, there we go with Philadelphia. Right. All right, also managed to sneak into the top 10. It was number 9. Pittsburgh, too, by the way, is number 3 when it comes to Sicilian. And number 4 in tomato pies. Philadelphia actually came in at number 2 for tomato top pies, number 3 for Sicilians, beating out Pittsburgh in both categories. I knew you were going to think it was Old Forge. Well, Tim Schwartz was the volunteer coordinator at NeighborWorks NEPA, was just talking about yards, and homeowners cherish their yards more since the pandemic. So let's talk about that. Our lifestyles changed as a result of COVID, right? So a lot of people work from home, stay at home more, do more from home. 76% of homeowners said their family yard space is one of the most important parts of their home. 24% of the respondents reporting using their yard more over the past 2 years. And 63% said that they have liked doing more activities outside since the start of the pandemic. Generation X, Millennials, Generation Z were more likely than baby boomers and the silent generation to report using their yards more, as were parents with children under 18. So 84% of the respondents said they plan to invest in their yard, with 67% committing to purchasing things to plant. 39% plan on updating or maintaining their green, grassy areas. 23% reported that they will update hardscaping. 1/3 plan to hire a professional to spruce up their lawn. We were actually thinking about that, right? 19% are planning to install a fence. 15% are planning to install a shed. 10% plan on adding a swimming pool. If they work from home, full-time or part-time, 58% of the respondents said they will use their yard space while working, especially men.
They just want to get out of the house.
And parents with small kids. They're working from their yards.
Yep.
So, hey, why not if you could?
That's multitasking.
All right. Is that what it is?
Yep.
You tell me all the time you can't multitask.
Maybe I can.
All right. Once again with us today, Gerard Hetman, Community Development Specialist, Tim Schwartz, Volunteer Coordinator, both with NeighborWorks and EPA. So, Tim, we want to have the listener go to your website, sign up, become a part of City Pride, and how do they do that, please?
Yes, the website is scrantoncitypride.org, and you'll find on the website an opportunity to register and more information about the week as well. So scrantoncitypride.org.
Okay. So you're gearing up. This is a citywide event, not just for the downtown Scranton, all the neighborhoods of Scranton.
Yes, for all the neighborhoods, yes.
And last year, how many people participated?
Last year we had about 450 people participate, and we're looking for twice as many, 3 times as many this year. We're hoping that my thought is that this is a great opportunity for us as people who live in Scranton to take pride in our city and to show everybody in our city that we care about it. And this is a great place to live. The city is where we call home, and we have pride in our home.
So you have ambitious goals for this year. So how's it looking? How are signups looking so far?
Signups are looking a lot better than last year. I think we did some very good things last year, and word has gotten out about what happened last year, and we're hoping to improve upon that many more people take pride and join us in Scranton City Pride, and doing things as simple as a cleanup, or even more complex as in planting flowers in your garden and planting out your garden, taking care of your own property during the week, cleaning up your street or something like that, finding the place in your neighborhood where trash seems to collect. There's a lot that you can do. We have projects that you can participate in. We're hoping to adopt Main Street and clean it from Taylor all the way down to Shifts. Have people adopt a block on Main Street. And so there's plenty of opportunities if you want to participate, whether it's right outside of your house or whether it's part of a larger opportunity. We're calling on institutions in this city. We're calling on businesses in this city and neighborhood groups and neighbors to get outside and beautify the city during that week.
Thank you so much for your time, Gerard Hetman, Tim Schwartz, both of NeighborWorks and EPA. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and especially my mom. Have a great day. Remember to tune in next Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m. to listen to more of the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker.